Okay, so this is question number 17 off of page 343 on the newest edition, and this is that radio transmitter problem. And I got to look at my last video, and I made it back 10 years ago, so it's probably time to update it. Maybe this will help you. So there's the problem, and we know we gotta, and I don't have to read it to you. Let me come up. I made a little sketch of this. So I drew the circle, lame circle with a. Here, let me get a pointer going. With a radius at 53, and I know that there's a city north of the radio transmitter, 70 miles north, and then there's another city 24 west, and you're driving along this road, or 2074 east, and you're driving along this road, and you want to know how long you'll be able to listen to this radio station. So what we're going to do is find those intersection points and then throw it into Desmos. So because the radius of the circle is 53 and it's centered at, we'll make it the origin, I just did x squared plus y squared equals 53 squared. And then they told us the city is 70 miles north and this other city is 74 miles east. So the slope is negative 70 over 74. And then the y-intercept is 70, so I just wrote that. Now, I could substitute this back in and FOIL it, and solve the resulting quadratic equation. Really, my intention of this is just be able to build the model and build the equation, not work with miserable numbers in a quadratic formula. Okay, so what I'm recommending you to do, certainly with this kind of question, is go to Desmos, graph it. I see I dropped in the equation, the circle. I dropped in the linear function. Then I had to zoom way out, and then I can just click on those two intersections, and that's the place where you pick up the radio station, get the radio station, and lose the radio station. So we have to find the distance around those 2 points. So what I did, let me come back to my scan. I dropped in x squared, x minus x, x1 minus x2 squared, just Pythagorean theorem, right? Same thing with the y's. And then I did it on my calculator. Let's see, I think I did on my calculator, and I just typed those in my calculator, and I got about 29 point. We're trying to keep my open math happy, so, or actually we're not. We're trying to keep the textbook happy, aren't we? So, I mean, that's, round that. I guess if I'm doing it on Desmos, I'd probably round that to 6 and see if it would take it. Actually, if I were trying to do this in Desmos, I would probably go to the 5, and because I don't have to round for the 4. I tend to get them right if I do that. Okay, but certainly 30 miles is a good guess too, right around that ballpark guess. So create your two equations, throw them into Desmos, and find the intersections and use the distance formula. Okay, hope that helps. Let's see. So how do I stop the share here? And recording. Give him yell if you need some help.